All right, give me 5. Okay, that's way too slow, and that's one of the things we're going to talk about today. I'm going to have you work on some things. I'm going to give you some things that are going to help you be successful in this school. And the first one, I know you all know give me 5, but we're going to do something that's even faster. I want you to be able to respond to any adult in this building super fast. And the way we do that is we do something called a fast 5. So instead of give me 5, we're all going to start asking you for a fast 5 instead. Let's try it. Fast 5. Oh, see, that was already 10 times faster than we just did it before. So I'm going to expect you to be as fast as you can be anywhere in this building. Anywhere in this building. So if you're in gym and he asks for a fast 5, you give a fast 5. And that means you freeze, you stop what you're doing, you stop talking, you stop your body in motion, and you look at who's talking. You look at the adult. Any adult in this building that works here should be able to give you a fast 5. If you're at lunchtime, we come up to your lunchroom table, you're getting too loud, and we say fast 5, you get fast 5. If you're in your classrooms, especially in your classrooms, your teacher should be able to go fast 5, and immediately you should give fast 5 and stop what you're doing. You should stop talking, face the front. Let's try it again. Fast 5. You guys are even faster than the little ones that I just had in here. So see, you guys are older and should be able to do that just like that. It should be like a second. You should be so fast, there should be no questions. And if you do that one thing, that's going to keep you from getting in trouble in your classrooms. All you have to do is listen the first time. And then your teacher's not saying, did you hear the directions? And you didn't hear it because you were too busy. So you got to do that fast 5 immediately and then listen to the directions that are being given. Listen to those directions. You guys have what's called the 4 B's. You have be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and be a leader. And the reason I'm talking to you today is because some of those things are not happening in these hallways, in these classrooms. Mr. JB, your principal, is still coming back. I was actually sent here by the superintendent to help Mr. JB get the school back in order and get in shape and do the things that you guys know you can do, because I know you can do a better job. And then all of a sudden his mom got sick. That's where Mr. JB is right now. She's really sick. So he's going where it's important and he's staying home with his mom and getting her into hospice care. So that's what he's doing right now. I don't know yet when he's going to be back. But until then, I'm here. And I'm the principal. And I was in the district 31 years, and I was a principal for 21 years. So nothing you do surprises me. Nothing you can do will surprise me. I've had everything. And my biggest rule is you stay in those classrooms. Most of you already know that. We've had too many kids running in the hallways, leaving their classrooms. You do not leave that classroom without permission. There's no reason to be out of that classroom. You better have a pass. If I find you in that hallway or any other teacher or security, you better have a pass. Because what I've been doing is sending people home that are in the hallways. Because you're here at school to learn. You're not here to run around and play. We're not here to chase you. We're not here to babysit. You are here to learn. So when they call me in the radio and say somebody's out of the classroom, security already knows. I tell them they need to get back in that classroom and get back to business. Otherwise, they're coming to the office and they're going home. And they said, yep, that's what I thought you'd say. That's what they've been saying to me on the radio. Because they already know what I mean. So you need to know what I mean. You need to stay in that classroom. Do you realize in your handbook, there's all kinds of stuff in your handbook. Very important stuff. But one of the big ones under general school-wide rules and guidelines, students are to go directly to the classrooms unless otherwise directed. They may leave only with the teacher's permission. If your teacher tells you you need to take a break and stand outside the door, that's different. You can stand outside the door. But if you're wandering in the hallways and running around, that's not acceptable. And you will not be staying in school. You need to be here. And when kids say to me, why do I need to be in school? I don't need this. I don't care about this. You need to care about this because it starts here. This is your job in elementary. This is your job. This is my job. This is your job. And we want you to go to middle school. That's your next job. And then high school. That's your third job. And get your diploma. And then hopefully a bunch of you will go to college. If you go to college, you're going to make a lot more money. So when people say, why does it matter? If you're telling me why it matters a big deal. Because you guys like nice tennis shoes, you like fancy phones, you like cars, you like all kinds of stuff. You only get that if you work. You only get that if you're able to get a job. If you're able to do those things, you open up all kinds of opportunities for you, for yourself. And I want you and all your teachers here want you to have all these nice things and be able to do what you want when you become an adult. But it starts here, so you got to stay in that classroom. That's why it's important to learn your math and your reading and your social studies. And the school hasn't done too well on scores, so we need to show people that you're actually a lot smarter. I've already seen it. You're a lot smarter than people think. And that's what we need to show them. Because you need to stop some of these things that are listed in this handbook that are unacceptable behaviors. And we are going to start acknowledging some of those things because there's a lot of kids making good choices. And we're starting what's called Pride Powers. That started today. So I know Ms. Blaha has some yellow copies or whatever, but any staff member in this building can give you a Pride Power at any time. Like right now, I can give all of you a Pride Power because you're doing such an amazing job sitting here listening. So your teachers, your paras, any staff member in this building can give you a Pride Power. And what we're doing is we're going to have your ambassadors from your classroom at lunchtime bring those down and put those in our buckets. We have one for each grade level. And then on Fridays, we're going to draw those names. And on Fridays, you'll be called down if your name is drawn over the intercom, and you'll get a book and a prize to keep. We need to start acknowledging some of the things that are happening positive around here, because there's a lot of them. There's a lot of them, and some of you guys that are doing the right thing, you deserve it. You're doing the right thing all the time. We want you following those 4 B's. Be respectful, be responsible, be safe, and be a leader. We have a lot of leaders around here. We want positive leaders, not negative leaders. If you see somebody run out of the hallway, don't copy them. That's a bad choice. They're ready to go home. If you see somebody throwing something, don't throw anything. Think to yourself, is that respectful or responsible? That's a bad choice if I do it. I'm probably going to end up going home. We've had to do quite a few suspensions since I've been here. That's not good either. I don't like sending kids home, but we have no choice. These kids are not making good choices. So when you're not making good choices, I have to make that kind of a choice and send you home. So follow those 4 B's and get Pride Powers. We're also going to start doing something called a Bobcat Pledge. Your teachers are going to get this in their mailbox, and you'll be doing this every day after the pledge. And we're going to start bringing kids down to do this on the intercom. Because we've got a lot of things on the walls that we want to promote. And we need to kind of remind you of some of these things because you do it all the time, but we need to remind you. And the pledge, the Bobcat Pledge says, I pledge to do my best every day in every way. To be respectful, responsible, and safe. To make my school no place for hate. Showing true Bobcat pride. We're going to say that after the pledge. Every day. Because you need some reminders. By saying that, we're going to remind ourselves, oh yeah, I pledge to do my best. I want to be respectful, responsible, safe, and I want to be that kind of leader that's positive. And I don't want our school to be a hating place. We want no place for hate. So we're going to do that as well. We're pushing those positives because we have a lot of kids doing the right things. We have a lot of kids doing the right things. And we want to show Mr. JB when he comes back how much you guys are doing and how much better you're doing. Because he's excited. He didn't really want to be gone, actually, because he knows there's a lot of work to do. But we're going to try and get some of that in place for him so when he comes back, he'll be all excited to see you guys again. I know everybody keeps asking me about him. And I'll tweet out some pictures of this today, too, so we can show him what you're doing and how you're doing. And I'm going to tell him everybody's doing an amazing job. So you need to keep that up for me. But remember in that handbook, there's a lot of things in there. So the biggest takeaway from today is you stay in that classroom and you listen to your teachers. If they ask for a fast five, you should be able to give it immediately. Fast five. Awesome, that was quick. That's the way you need to do it. That's the way we need to operate in this building. So make sure you're giving that fast five, you're following directions, and you're doing what needs to be done for yourself. Like I said, we want you all to have great jobs and stuff, so it starts here. So follow that fast five. We're going to do the pledge every day. You're going to start doing that. That you'll memorize and learn that really quick. And as soon as you know that, it'll be no problem. You won't even need it on paper. You'll be able to recite that in your sleep. And you'll be able to live that because you're going to do those things. And then we're also going to be giving those pride powers, so make sure that you're doing the right things so that you can get those pride powers and earn pride powers. The more you get from the more people around here, the more chances you have. If I make it through my day and I'm getting 5, 6, 7 pride powers, awesome, those are going in the bucket. I have 5, 6 chances to be drawn. By the end of the week, if I'm getting a lot every day, I got a lot of chances. That's what we want you to have. And you never know when you're going to be drawn from the office bin. You never also know if you're going to get one of those. So your best bet is to be good at all times and make good choices. All right, that's all I have for you today, but I want you to practice that fast five, follow directions, work on earning pride powers. Let's make JB proud. And teachers, you may take them back when you are ready.